I don't know if it's live or not, actually. Maybe I should test it. Hi, Liam. I don't know if this is okay. You know what? I'm gonna go over to YouTube first to make sure that I can hear myself, and then afterwards, okay, I can see myself. Can I hear myself though? Hi me. Okay, yeah, okay, I can see myself. There's a lag. There's way more lag on YouTube than on Twitch, huh? Okay, hi, Alpha. Oh wait, here, have a hat pat. Have a hat pat, Liam, and have a hat pat, Alpha. I don't know if Liam's still here, but that doesn't matter. I'll still give it. I am going to be leaving. So this is just for maybe an hour or two, and then I have to start getting ready to go. Also to take care of some other things. But hi, Justin. Yeah, have a hat pat, Justin. Unless you guys don't like head pats here on YouTube, I don't know if etiquette is different here. Is torture? Oh, okay. Alpha and Leo are the same people. Okay. Your cat says hi. Oh, hi, cat. Cat purr. Tried. Don't know how to do it. Okay, so this is just me struggling through this. I said I would do it before, so I'm gonna do it now. You can read along with me. I'm very slow, so probably you might even be able to understand it faster. This particular paper is from the last time I was clicking around on Geroscience stuff, and they happened to link to this paper. This is probably gonna be a good overview for me, and head pats are approved. Okay, yay. Yeah, I'll keep giving them. Oh, here's a head pat for your cat too, by the way. Here's an ear scratch for your cat too, by the way, for our cat buddies. But yeah, I'll be here probably an hour or two before I have to go, just like struggling through this thing, and you can struggle through it with me. Geroscience linking aging to chronic disease. So last time I was here, they really wanted to say aging's important. That's basically probably the thrust of this article. Aging's important. Mammalian aging can be delayed with genetic, dietary, and pharmacologic approaches. Aging can be delayed with a lot of methods. You look at the science with you? Yeah. Thanks for being here to look at the science with me, by the way. It's easier for me to get through these things with someone else than by myself, or at least it's easier because I have the ability to focus better, given that the elderly population is dramatically increasing. So first, aging can be delayed. That's our intro. Second, we think you should care, and we need to justify it. And we have a lot more old people, and we don't want them to die, right? And also, we're claiming that aging is something that should be interpreted as a factor for chronic diseases, which I guess it is, driving both death. No, wait, what is morbidity and mortality? Define morbidity. Morbidity means a diseased state or a symptom, an ill condition. Okay, driving both illness and death. It is incredibly important to expand geroscience research directed at extending human health span. How they purposely use health span and not lifespan here, because health span indicates the amount of time while you're alive that you remain healthy, as opposed to lifespan, which is like maybe you can keep trucking on but you have dementia or something. And it's bad dementia. Like health span, they're saying the amount of time that you are not just alive but also healthy. Anyway, this is important, basically. Main text. The National Institute of Health mission is to... Oh, hi, Zell. It's nice to see you, Zell. Here, have a head pat. As an aged care nurse, you can safely say nobody likes aging. Oh, yeah. Aging sucks. Why can't we just stay young forever? That would be really nice. The NIH mission is to seek fundamental knowledge about the nature and behavior of living systems and the application of that knowledge to enhance health, lengthen life, and reduce illness and disability. Okay, the NIH wants to what? Seek knowledge about living stuff in order to help people's lives in like health ways. NIH funded research is structured to address the major diseases driving morbidity and mortality. NIH funded research wants to figure out deaths and illness conditions. Interrogating and developing therapeutics for one disease at a time has often been productive. Usually the traditional method is to look at diseases one at a time. Oh, hi Benny. Hi Benny. Here, have Benny. I'm probably only gonna be here for a little bit. I'll just come in to say hi. Have to do grocery shopping and then sleep. Oh, okay then. No, it's nice to see you for a little bit. Hi Gato. Hi, another cat. Hello. Here, have Gato. I remember you from last time. This is just because last time I was looking at one of the last times I was looking at Geroscience. They happen to link to this paper. It probably is important to understand more about this field that I think is probably important to me. Maybe. So I'm reading the one that I linked to last time. I will be here for probably like an hour or two before I have to go get ready to visit my sister. YouTube has your nickname? What was your name supposed to be, Benny? Interrogating and developing therapeutic. Oh yeah. So in the past, we do this. We research one disease at a time. Will, however, the success of this approach be sustainable for the chronic aging diseases such as neurodegenerative and metabolic syndromes, most cancers, and cardiovascular disease? We're posing a question. This is Emrys. Oh, wow. Hi, Emrys. Oh, I didn't expect you to be awake. Wait, no. It makes total sense that you're awake. Snow Tide. Oh, hi, Snow Tide. Nice to see you here. Have Snow Tide. Hi, Jodian. What's good, Ma? Yeah, have Jodian. So they pose a question now. Will interrogating and developing solutions, one disease at a time, be sustainable for all sorts of illnesses that happen to old people? And in the last few decades, we have found that we really need to examine our human life better. Our bodies over our lifetime better. Pathologies thought to be disparate are now understood to be connected. Bad stuff, bad stuff that originally we thought were separate things are now understood to actually be interconnected to each other. Illnesses are interconnected. So they think a multifaceted approach to preventing aging-related symptoms is needed instead of just focusing on single diseases which aggravate aging. I'm not sure. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're not. Well, so far what I'm getting is just we're making some claims right now. We'll probably get to what you're saying. I have no idea what the word is. Raises the possibility that the stated goals of the NIH mission are best achieved by novel integrated approaches to health and disease, with the understanding that biological systems change with age. Alright, let me reread this. The awareness that illnesses are interconnected means that probably, they're talking about the NIH, probably because they're like, this is the justification for the funding. We justify our funding for looking at age through this interconnectedness. And in order to fulfill the goal of helping human health, we want to say that age is a big important factor. Basic aging research Basically, pathologies are connected as people age. Therefore, age is a big deal. Therefore, we have justified that it is important to take a look at age. This whole thing was to justify aging research. Basic aging research, I think this whole thing was to justify aging research. Basic aging research has always been intriguing, but until recently seemed to hold few concrete solutions to advance health. This sentence seems to say that it's always been interesting, kinda, to look at aging, but it doesn't seem very useful. Good at summarizing the claims. I don't know, if I get something wrong, someone do tell me. I'm very slow at reading papers, and I am not the best at them, to be honest. There's a reason why I'm doing this. It's to force myself to do it. Despite limited resources, the field recently erupted. Despite the fact that we didn't have a lot going on here. Because we didn't have good funding and stuff. Probably they're talking about that. I'm guessing. The field recently erupted. Recently, we got great interest in this field of aging. And now, we have potential goals. We have, actually some kind of roadmap. Not really, but kind of. We have more than just few concrete solutions. We have actually something now to achieve a new and ambitious goal. So we have a goal in mind, and we have something concrete planned out. A substantial extension in health life expectancy, or health span. Real therapies? Hopefully. I don't know yet. A substantial extension in health life expectancy. So therefore, they define health span, which they used up there. I wish they had defined it earlier. The only reason I had any idea what this meant was because I saw it once upon a time. Anyway, basically our goal, by the way, we need to reiterate so we don't sound insane, is to make sure that during our lifetime, the more percentage of our lifetime is spent healthily. The linchpin is that aging itself is the predominant risk factor for most diseases and conditions that limit health span. But hey, important sentence here. Aging, the entire process by itself, is causing health span to decrease. Morbidity? Yeah, I don't actually know morbidity. I think you mean reduce illness, right? Reduce illness. You're an electrical technician, so a lot of this sounds like sorcery to you. But also it's nice that you make it easy to understand. Okay, by the way, I just want to say my background is also as a student in electrical engineering. So if I get something wrong, please do tell me. Because although I try to simplify it for my head as well, that means some things might get lost. This is a disclaimer I need to give. Moreover, interventions that extend lifespan in model organisms often delay or prevent many chronic diseases, aka extending our life, extending the amount of time we live, extends the amount of time we're healthy. It's weird because it definitely was useful in the past, considering that we've extended people's lives from long ago, where people generally die around 20s and 30s. Powder is not a professor. Powder is definitely not a professor. Professors are really special and cool people, and I do not in any way deserve that title. This knowledge launched the era of Geroscience. I didn't even do a PhD. Knowledge launched the era of Geroscience. You've been working on aging research in the past, but not on humans. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. No, don't call me professor. Please don't. It's rude to professors, I think, to take that title. Please stop. Professors deserve better than this. I have immense respect for professors who dedicate their life to stuff. Powder's a professor of paldology. Okay, yeah, I can at least say that. This knowledge launched the era of geroscience. All right, we made a really big claim all of a sudden. We're saying, because it sounds crazy, right? To say we're gonna increase people's amount of time they live in order to increase the amount of time they're healthy. I know it's a compliment, but I feel like professors, like real professors, deserve lots more respect. Hi, Apple. Hi, Apple. It's nice to see you. Here, have a head pat. um so because it sounds crazy, right? So they had to like say a lot of things in order to justify it, I think, in my opinion, because honestly, like, how do you justify this thing? This knowledge, like, I think it's cool, I think it's valuable, but I think that they're gonna have a PR problem if they like say something like this straight up without the justification. This knowledge launched the era of geroscience, which strives to understand how aging enables chronic disease. So the knowledge that living longer makes you healthier longer made is the geroscience, makes geroscience. And in geroscience, they want to see how aging affects diseases that are chronic diseases, and also to make ways to prevent multiple diseases. And also have therapeutic approaches. I don't know what they exactly mean by this, so maybe we'll find out. You can make them live longer so they live more healthy years. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you don't know how. We don't know how much long. The assumption is plus 70 years lived is going to give like more than just 1 year of healthy, right? The like a lot more than just 1 year healthy. That's the assumption, right? The goal. So like, oh, I get it now. Okay, so personally, I'm not like very familiar with how people think about lifespan and stuff, but seeing your comment, it makes a lot of sense why they went out of the way to justify this so much. It's because we have this assumption that by growing older, plus 70 years, like you said, we have this assumption that we'll only get 1 year of more of healthy. But what they're saying here is that that's not true. Plus 70 years should give us like a significant amount more of healthy, and that's probably why they went out of their way to say all that, because what you said is something that goes through people's heads. That makes sense now. Thank you for saying that. I suddenly get this a lot. I get why they had to justify themselves this much. The Trans NIH Geroscience Interest Group, GSEG, I think they formed that in like some early 2010s. I forgot. It was from last time. Held a recent summit, recent in like the 2010s, where when was this published? This was published in 2014. Yeah, it was early 2010s. Where the mechanistic relationships between aging. What the heck does mechanistic mean? Relating to theories which physical processes is what physical relationships. The GSIG recently held a summit. They recently gathered. Let me drink some water. Your best science has evolved like crazy in the past decade. Oh yeah, we got ChatGPT. I wonder what went on here. Fortunately, we're not up to that yet. If I'm not too slow, we might get to it. Like someday far in the future. Where the mechanistic relationships, physical relationships between aging and chronic diseases were discussed. Okay, so I think this was their first summit. I'm not sure, but I think this was their first summit, and they were having a bunch of people gather and talk about aging and chronic diseases. Oh, hi, Ariel. I only drink some water. Am I getting sick? I'm not sure. You have a head pat and head pat, Ariel. I'm surprised you're awake. What time is it where you are? I'm not supposed to be awake right now. And executive, generally speaking, getting older will increase risk factors of diseases and stuff because the body will start breaking down on its own. Can't regenerate itself like it did when it was younger, basically. Yeah, so I think what they're trying to say probably, yeah, Don't work yourself too hard with the move. Oh yeah, could be. Yeah. 12:30 a.m. Oh, okay. That's quite late actually. Well, at least it's Friday, so Saturday I guess now. So maybe you don't have work. I think what they're saying is that if you increase lifespan, you will also age slower, like elves, right? They're saying I think they're trying to say that probably. That's what I'm guessing they're saying, by the way. Like, take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because I'm not, like in this field. Yeah, basically like elves, right? They live a long time and they also age slower to match up to that longer length of living. I think that's a good analogy. I hope it's a good analogy. I have a hard time after football team making, so you tend to stay up afterwards. Got finished sweeping the house. Okay. Oh, I hope you had fun with the football. Oh, yeah, Emrys. I could swear Emrys had a different picture just now. Oh, I see, Benny. An executive. Oh, it's like people who have healthy cardio are shorter people living longer because their heart works less hard. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah. Like people who live longer with healthy cardio. Yeah, they live longer and they stay healthier for longer, right? Is what you're saying. Okay, so during this summit, they were trying to figure out their future, basically. We're learning history right now. So sometime in early 2010s, a bunch of people gathered together and started talking to each other about how aging and chronic diseases related and the future of geroscience potentially. And so in this gathering of fellow minds, they had 3 goals. You switched account? Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, have fun with have fun with your fan fiction. Develop a systemic understanding of aging mechanisms. Okay, so basically they're discussing the goal of geroscience, I guess. And one goal is to make or not really, an approach to geroscience rather. And one of them was they needed something in order to have that approach, which is some way, some like understandable, systemic, sciencey way to understand aging that isn't just like fuzzy. Yeah. And then 2 is they wanted to elaborate mechanistic links, elaborate on physical links, like physical processes between aging and chronic disease. That sounds like a really long way to say keep working on finding how aging and chronic disease relate to each other in a physically meaningful way. Which is just, this is the goal of geroscience, guys, as we have said earlier. Maybe for the benefit of everyone there, so that they were all on the same page. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. And then 3, recommend pathways to identify and develop therapies or preventative approaches for age-associated diseases. Interesting. So they're still kind of focused on the individual diseases in a way, I guess. Love seeing family in Discord. I'm all like, oh yeah. These are very random. They basically want a more of a static understanding that can be used for most people rather than just specific individuals. Oh, yeah. More of a static understanding. Static? That can be used for most people rather than specific individuals. Oh, yeah. You're talking about this one, right? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Being able to stop replication of cells. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, maybe someday we'll figure that out from something in the future together. Mechanical in the sense of how proteins are produced. I am guessing that they're just saying any physical processes. I'm guessing they're just saying anything real. I'm pretty sure they're just saying keep looking. Maybe you're right and I'm wrong about this. I don't know. But to me, this sentence is just we need to keep looking for something meaningful. And because they're not elaborating on, I mean, I'm using their word, no, they're not specifying what kind of mechanistic link, so probably they're leaving it open. I'm guessing. And 3, recommend pathways to identify and develop therapies. Basically, they're saying also we need to like. Wait. You're talking about the pathways, right? Yeah, maybe you're talking about the pathways. Alpha. Yeah. I think you're torture. I think you're probably talking about this one. Potentially, because I don't know when they say this word pathways, whether they're talking about like you use the word pathways to like describe certain cell processes, things, and I don't know if they're talking about that. I don't think they are. I think they're just saying find methods to identify and develop therapies. They're basically just, this is their first summit ever, and Geroscience was like hugely new at the time. It's still new, but it was hugely new. So I'm pretty sure they're just getting each other on the same page. Like, this is what the field is about, I think. You wouldn't want to stop replication of cells, but rather increase replication since it slows as you get. That's interesting. I don't know any of this. Here we describe the summit's conclusions. The only reason I'm looking at this, I have no background in this. Just like another disclaimer before I continue, I'm looking at this because I feel like this is important to me. If I ever got into research in the future, I would want to do this instead of whatever the heck I was doing in the past. You feel like they're still forming the abstract? Yeah, they probably are. I told you, I'm very slow. This is why I'm not in research right now. Here we describe the summit's conclusions. So here we describe what our big meeting with each other concluded. And we are also emphasizing needs for a concerted effort to understand aging process. Slowing cell replication would probably be bad. You work with organisms which replicate cells at an insane rate and like age up to 4,000 years. The deal is that our cell replication becomes more wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. The deal is that we need to not like cause issues in our own cells, right? Is what you're saying. I'm pretty sure that's what you're saying. Yeah. You're obsessed with saying the same for age for eternity? That would be nice. Yeah, pathways. Pathways is just an English word here. Thank you for like confirming with me that we're all on the same page. So they want to emphasize the need for a concerted effort to understand the aging process and to exploit this knowledge to extend human health span. This entire thing was saying, hey guys, geroscience like is a field now, and we're like a new field and we're not totally sure yet what our goals and methods are, so we need to like we need to get on the same page, and we need to get onto the same page to talk about how important understanding how aging works is. And the reason we're understanding how aging works is so that we can live healthier longer. Not necessarily live longer, but basically the goal, by the way guys, is to have more health. YouTube only allows set amount of words. Oh, I didn't know that. Damn. YouTube. I hope there's not too much lag, by the way. I realize that YouTube is kind of laggy. You don't like cells? Oh my god. Oh, they have this like little clock hourglass thing. That's so cute. That's adorable, actually. I love this random hourglass image. Time's running out. Good early morning. Oh, I give up. I haven't slept. Well, actually, I slept in the middle of the day. Here, have a hat. Give up. Do you notice when my voice changes when I talk about different things? Oh my God! Hi, Coca. I remember. You're from TikTok, and you wanted. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Coca, for not getting. It might take a while to get out the talking about random things, because I tried and then I realized that I don't normally talk about random things. You wonder what the hourglass is? I'm pretty sure this is like their little artsy metaphor. Cute. They're being cute. I think they're being cute. You wish you could nap? Oh, like for me, it's not just napping, right? It's like you don't go to sleep, so you just conk out in the middle of the day. Unless you can't do that and you just have a set time, which is pretty special. You don't think it's that your cell replication becomes more raw? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll figure it out. Pillars of aging. Attempts to define the causes of aging has been impeded by the complexity. Yeah? Um, that's okay. Even just now suffices. Okay then. I will try. I will keep trying though. Attempts to so this paragraph, pillars of aging. Basically, they're saying, okay, we want to understand aging process, right? Let's forget this for now. We don't want to understand the aging process. So what the fuck is aging? What the heck is aging? Okay. Diabetes and stuff. I feel like you and Emrys, right? Might be talking about slightly different things. Yeah, so we need to first define aging. This is why they have this paragraph. Attempts to define the causes of aging have been impeded by the complexity of the phenotype. I don't know what this means. Phenotype? Observable traits? Height, eye color, blood type, physical expression of DNA. Yeah. Physical expression of DNA. Great. DNA stuff. Wait, is that it? Is that it? Can I just say it's DNA stuff? DNA stuff. Whatever. Whatever. We can ignore it for now. Potty mouth. I don't have a potty mouth normally. You could have sworn that a contributing factor is that your cells kind of fraying from the amount of times it's been replicating. Yeah, I feel like that is what Emrys was saying, right? I feel like that's true. Like, I'm pretty sure I saw that before, too. What? Like, but I don't actually know. I think Emrys would know, though. I do think Emrys would know. I think Emrys is more of an authority on this than me. Well, I'm not an authority on this in any way. Emrys kind of is, though. Phenotype is, blue/brown eyes, the part that's expressed as a result of the genotype. What the heck is a genotype? Genotype. See, this is how you know that I didn't study this. All the genes. Okay, I see. Phenotype. I mean, maybe I should move on. Coupled with the cost and duration of longevity studies. Oh, I see. No, I don't quite see. Why did they specifically mention this? Interesting. Phenotype is like a set of those DNA-related observable traits. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Different generations of humans are comprised of different phenotypes, technically. Oh, okay. Not specifically, but over time they genotype is the information your DNA stores. Phenotype is the ability to express from the DNA. Okay, that makes sense. I wonder why they mentioned this specifically. I'll go on to the next sentence. Maybe I can understand why they started out with this as the intro. I'll figure it out afterwards. Like on your phone, you're slow. No, don't worry about it. I read kind of slowly, so it's okay. Okay, recently, I'm gonna ignore this sentence for now and see if I can understand why they opened with that sentence. Recently, progress has accelerated, bringing geroscience to the forefront. Recently, recently we've done a lot of stuff that made geroscience important. First, invertebrate models have identified conserved molecular pathways impacting aging. Great, this is a vocab now. Well, this isn't a regular pathway, this is a vocab now. What's an invertebrate again? I totally forgot. Invertebrate, okay, so not us. First, worm stuff. First, no spines have no spine models have identified skeleton outside. It doesn't mean no spine. It means they have a skeleton. Okay, first non-human, like, bug type stuff. Genotype and phenotype are the basics of molecular biology and evolution. That's why they say it. Oh, okay. So complexity of the phenotype cause coupled with cost and duration. Oh, okay. So basically, they're saying gene's difficult, also really expensive, and takes a while. Therefore, longevity studies hard. So very sad. But recently, we've done a lot of stuff. First of all, is chat not distracting? I mean, chat's teaching me, especially Emerus. Since Emerus is bio person. So this is helpful because if I were by myself, I would just like be conked out now. I mean, like my eyes, I can't. First, no spine, like. Oh, okay. First, no spine stuffs have been seen. We've looked at no spine stuff, and they have quote unquote conserved molecular pathways impacting aging. Okay, basically we've identified important like interactions within their bodies that relate to molecules that are important to aging. This is a big deal because it means we have something associated with aging at all inside their body, like inside their interactions inside their body, like that vaguely has something to do with DNA stuff. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is what this means. So big deal. We found something connected to aging whatsoever, and it's within their like interactions in their body. That's like kind of the small interactions in their body. Great, moving on. um, I'm still studying. I'm not in school anymore. This is just like, so I went to school for electrical engineering, but I don't want to do research necessarily in like just pure electrical engineering, because if I'm gonna spend my life near academia and if I am forced to read papers, I'd better pick something that like I could potentially care about, and this is something I could potentially care about, basically. Oh yeah, me too. I wonder why they were studied. No idea. Probably, I'm gonna guess it's because they had more info on them, but I would not know. Second, mammalian studies, mammals, have generated a more detailed understanding of age-associated pathologic changes. Okay, so we looked at a bunch of mammals, and we have some idea of how they become ill over time in relationship to age. This is a big deal because it says, hey, we're supporting the fact that age is like a big factor. Third, several interventions that extend lifespan have been shown to improve aspects of health span. Long-lived mutants are often resistant to age-related chronic diseases. Okay, this is also big deal. Big deal. Wait, huh? You wonder why they studied it? I'm gonna guess it's because they had info on it. I'm gonna guess, because it's I'm gonna guess it's difficult to like see this molecular pathways thing. I think I'm not sure. But I'm guessing it's that. So when you study like interactions inside a body, you kind of need a database, right, of things going on. I'm gonna guess that these guys are just easier for that reason, which but I'm not sure. So I can't say. Third, I'm gonna guess it's because they have like more data on these models, but I would not know. Or maybe they're just easier to work with. It's hard to say. I have no idea. Okay, out of bed. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. I am not an electrical engineer, but I studied electrical engineering. Yeah. That doesn't mean I remember much about electrical engineering. I can code basic code. I know some basic Arduino. Okay, if you're gonna type and if you want to teach me something, can you like define this, please? Let me search this up actually. Yeah. Molecular pathways. I'm pretty sure this is just Yes, it's just a bunch of molecular interactions. Molecular interactions. Yes. Email. Email is not a bad name. um, where was I? Oh, yes, third. This is a huge deal. This one. They're basically saying, look at that. We found mutants. We found like a different. We found the two same species, and the longer they lived, the healthier they were for longer. Huge deal. That means that if you live longer, you're healthier. Why don't they have like citations? I guess it's not important here because it's been like well proven by multiple people or something, probably. Yeah, well, not proven, but like well supported by multiple people. Maybe that's why they don't have more rabbit hole links for us to click on. Finally and urgently, the global population is aging, with looming dire economic and societal impacts. Okay, here's the what do you call it? There's logos, ethos, and pathos. But this is one of them. They're saying, look, we're aging, and like we're not popping out new babies or something, and they're still working or something. Economic impacts, and also this aging people dying might cause society problems. So like, yeah, you should totally support us. When isn't the global population aging? When we pop out more babies than people are alive, I guess. While life expectancy continues to rise, health span is not keeping pace. Oh, okay, never mind. They explained the real reason they're saying this is this sentence. While life expectancy continues to rise, health span is not keeping pace because current disease treatment often decreases mortality without preventing or reversing the decline in overall health. And this is pathos, emotional appeal. And I feel like this is a little bit of pathos, right? But basically, it feels almost contradictory, but it's not quite contradictory, I think. If you want more background, you can maybe look up the FOXO3 gene. You do actually pronounce that FOXO3? FOXO3 gene. I'll see what this is. A major gene for human longevity, published literally a year after this one. This one was 2014. This one's 2015. Well, did they had another one in 2021. FOXO3. So yes. So yeah, what they're saying is people can treat the death happening, but they still get sick and super duper sick. So guys, we need to extend health span, and one way to do that has something to do with aging, is what they're saying. Let me go back to the FOXO3. Maybe I'll like put this. Can you see when I mouse over something? I can't tell. I hope you can. Maybe I'll like save this to my bookmarks. But let's like at least skim a portion. Let's just look at the top background. The gene, FOXO3, encoding the transcription factor for whatever, I don't know what that means, but it's not important right now, is one of only two for which stuff have existed. Okay, basically there's two stuffs which is related to longevity, and this one is one of them. And this was published 1 year after this one was published. Objective. Here they're reviewing all the things that FOXO3 is important for. And the methods is basically this is a review. Basically, we've collated a whole bunch of stuff. Interesting. So maybe I guess they collated a whole bunch of stuff from the previous years. Let me see what years these are from. 2014. Wow, the 2010s were such an important time. 2012 for this field of geroscience. Is there anything prior to 2010? FOXO3 and which other gene? No idea. It said one of two. Did they say adrenochrome? Did they say that? Yeah, I don't know. unfortunately. Okay. Are these all from 2010? Is there any? Oh, here's a 2007. The 2000s was a big year. 2000s, like late 2000s, early 2010s. That's interesting to me, anyway. Yeah. You can look up Hydra vulgaris. Okay, let me bookmark this one. Sorry. Can take a look at it next time. And then I'll look up Hydra vulgaris. Uncle Oriel's not about that life. Uncle Oriel says that he's only here for a limited amount of time. I remembered that. That's why he's uncle. Meet the Hydra. Hydra vulgaris. What is this? Heart emote. The Hydra have four. Why did they? Let me also I'll put voxel 3 here, so I can get both of them in one thing. Let me see. Hydra, voxel 3, and lifespan regulation. Oh, okay. This one's helpful. I saw the link now. I'll save this one too for the future. And then I'll go back. Let's see, where are we? Here's an urgent need to extend health span. Yes, basically, hey guys, live healthier longer. Key themes emerged during our summit, the gathering of like minds that promote aging with recent reviews. Key themes emerged regarding processes that promote aging. Whatever, important things related to aging. We saw stuff. Here's our infographic. It's gonna be this stuff. This is gonna show up later. I think in the future. Macromolecular damage. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Okay, so with recent reviews describing overlapping sets of 5 to 10 processes. In the one of these is when the summit was just being organized, because I think the summit was organized in 2013, and they also had a thing in 2012. Oh, hi, Hidden. Hi, Hidden. Here, have a head pat, Hidden. Did you lose your brother's nose? I thought you preferred being an uncle. That's what I assumed. You have a head pat, Hidden. I assumed you preferred to be treated more like an adult for some reason. Like more adult. Once a brother, always a mother. Always a mother is even better, actually. Oh man, I remember that phrase, mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell. 7 pillars were discussed in the recent summit. Alright, basically we guys talked about a lot of stuff at the summit, and we wanted to talk about important things to look at involving aging, and we have it here. Each of these we will call the pillars of aging. Cool, so this is why this is called pillars of aging. And we have 7 of them. Someday, if this were studied in class, probably people are gonna have to memorize this. But more importantly, their connectedness was striking. So our 7 pillars of aging are very connected. Oh, you was curious? Don't mind. Just don't stab you with a bill. Well, I mean, you're not paying for anything, right? Their connectedness was striking. What does that mean? I mean, I know what that means, because it means they're interconnected, but why is it important? The themes were not 7 independent factors, but they were highly intertwined, and understanding interplay between these 7 pillars is critical. Oh, they're basically saying, so we came up with like 7 themes in aging, but like, by the way, guys, if anyone misinterprets us, that these are separate processes, they're not. They're just 7 interconnected themes. You technically did pay for 6 people's Twitch. Well, what? I didn't realize. Alright, don't worry. Yeah, I will provide. I will provide food. I'll be here so that your money doesn't go to waste. I feel bad now. uh, don't worry. Yeah, I'll make sure that I give you your money's worth. Areas of aging research. Important goals. Adaptation to stress. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the pillars over here. Oh, you're anonymous. All right, don't feel bad. Ah. Epigenetics. Okay, so these are the pillars. Okay. Well, I do feel somewhat of an obligation, at least for the duration of the month. That reminds me. I keep forgetting about it over on Twitch, right? They're changing. I recently got an email from them saying something was changing. I think, yeah. Let's see. What is? I don't actually know what adaptation to stress is. I feel like this is a term. Adaptation to stress in science, biology. Biology. Yeah. What is that? Maybe I should just ask ChatGPT. I think I asked last time too, and I forgot already. Yeah. What is adaptation to stress in biology? Yeah. It refers to their ability to cope to environmental conditions that are sucky, basically. I think that's enough. Plants have developed mechanisms to withstand drought, which is always changing. Oh, I don't know this because this is my first year, I guess. My first several months on Twitch. I hope that I'm not actually totally sure what's going on, but it seems that something bad is happening. Tell ChatGPT to play rock paper scissors. Alright, we'll do it for one round. Since we figured out adaptation to stress is basically how they deal with very annoying conditions. Example, bacteria develop antibiotic resistances. Oh, that's helpful. That's helpful. It's the effect of specific situations to an organism. Oh, okay. And knowing how to find homeostasis in different stressful situations, like a hot summer day. Basically, if you're in cold for a long period of time, your body gets used to it. Some people can stay in ice cold water for a long period of time. Okay, so basically, and antibodies for COVID. It's any kind of reaction to an adverse environment, I guess. Did you still want me to play rock, paper, scissors with it? We can do one round. Rich continuum from this important goals. So the important goals for this pillar, this theme, is we want to find out. We want to quote unquote bridge. Make sure you don't let it know which one you're choosing ahead of time. All right. We'll do one round. Hi, please play a round of rock, paper, scissors with me. You first. Oh, I think I saw this on Twitter. I choose scissors. What's your move? I choose scissors as well. Scissors. Let's go again. I choose paper. What's your move? Wow, they really do this. I didn't realize this was real. Hey, look at that. They messed up. I choose paper. What's your move? Another tie. Scissors versus scissors again. We're evenly matched. Isn't that interesting? ChatGPT is a liar. We try and... Alright, before we continue, we'll say nuclear bomb and see what happens. Nuclear bomb. Here, look. The ChatGPT is kind of nice. Yeah, right? So they did cheat. um, Alright, I was happy to see it too, so thanks for reminding or like telling me about it. I think I saw it on Twitter. I never tried it though. Bridge continuum from psychological to molecular stresses. What? Okay. Basically, they're saying there's different kinds of stresses. There are psychological ones, and then there are molecular ones. We want to find like, I don't quite understand what they're saying, but maybe we want to like define more stresses or like see if there's some sort of connection between different types of stresses. Maybe. Differentiate hormesis from toxic stress. What's hormesis? Hormesis. I need to go back to ChatGPT. I'm gonna drink some water first. Hormesis is a two-phase dose response relationship to an environmental agent whereby low dose amounts have a beneficial effect. High dose amounts are either inhibitory to function or toxic. Oh, okay. Low dose amounts are good. High dose is bad, like vaccines. I guess. Probably. Yeah. There are ways to improve adaptation. No. Oh, certain supplements. Interesting. What's toxic stress though? Differentiate vaccine-like stuff to toxic stress. What is toxic stress in biology? Toxic stress is excessive or prolonged activation of the stress response systems in the body and brain, which have damaging effects on learning, behavior, and health across lifespan. Is like not sleeping a toxic stress? Toxic stress can weaken or disrupt developing brain. Well, what is it exactly, though? A review of toxic stress and its effects. Chronic stress. Maybe. Children who experience early life toxic stress. What's toxic stress? Prolonged or repetitive adversity. Oh, okay, yeah. It seems like it's just any kind of stress, right? Any kind of adverse thing. Yeah, seems like toxic stress is any kind of adverse thing. And hormesis can be potentially like beneficial. Can get gut issues and posture can get worse and more tense. Okay, so differentiate between like beneficial stuff and not beneficial stuff is important to our area or looking at adaptation to stress because there are two different types of stressors. We need to make that clear. Diamond force or stress angle. Maybe it's hormesis. Do we need a toxic environment? Maybe I think so. I think that's what that one said. I'm not sure, but it might be. It might be. That's one I'm kind of confused about, but I'll go with that for now. Yeah. For now, that is my working definition. Better align human and animal studies. Oh, that seems important. we need to make sure that the humans studies and the animal studies are like connected to each other, so we're not just like looking at animals and then they're unapplicable to us because we care about us. Whether the environment is good or not, the person experiencing stress due to incidents of suffering could come from them or their environment. Oh yeah. That paper about childhood stress was kind of sad. Sucks to have to go through childhood stress. I bet I went through it. I bet like a good deal of people, if they're here, probably went through it. Differentiate inflammation. No? So inflammation. Oh wait. We skipped over epigenetics. What's epigenetics? Oh man, I need to know what epigenetics is. Study of heritable. How do you pronounce that? Heritable and the stable changes in gene expression that occur. Epigenetics is defined as heritable changes in gene expression. And inheritable stuff The study of heritable traits are a stable change of cell function that happens without changes to DNA sequence. Basically, like, no, I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna assume it means like some person's gene modified in any way that got passed down. Great. Designer baby science. It'd be nice if we could all be designer babies instead of like people limiting designer babies to only certain people. Link age related. Okay. I think so. Yeah, I think this is just stuff that is inherited. I think. Let me go check again. Yes, changes though. They said changes, so it might also be like heritable things that inherited stuff that changed from one parent to the child. Maybe. Not sure, but we'll just work with that for now. Otherwise, we'll be stuck here, and this is usually my problem. Like, I get stuck on a word for too long. Well, thank you for being here, so I don't end up getting stuck on a word for too long, and then afterwards I just don't read it at all. Marker development. Chronologic versus biologic aging. Yeah? I think they mean low mutation rates. It's not that the underlying DNA changes, it's that how it's read changes. Let me go back. Figure it out. The study of heritable traits or stable change of cell function, which happens without changes to the DNA sequence. Oh, okay. Thank you, N9, for clarifying that for me. Okay. No change to the DNA sequence. The function changes is what happened, and then that gets passed down, I guess. That's very helpful. I had a misconception. So they was mean without changes. I'm guessing what N9 was clearing up was that like this is Wikipedia. We'll go to Wikipedia because Wikipedia is good these days. Is a study of things that are things that are inherited and change how a cell works, and nothing in the DNA sequence itself changed. I don't know what changed then, unfortunately, but whatever changed, it wasn't this. That's all I know. I don't know much more than that. We could ask ChatGPT if I have no idea. I'm just working with this very basic definition. Chronologic versus biologic aging. I mean, we could try to get ChatGPT to define it. Maybe ChatGPT will give something that I can understand. What is genetics in simple words? Simple words. Ooh, thanks for trying GPT. Stay logged out. Nice, I can stay logged out. Epigenetics is like a conductor of an orchestra. It controls which genes are turned on and off. Oh, this is what N9 meant by how it's read. Okay, so the image in Wikipedia is a really good visualization. Okay, let me go back to it. Wikipedia, epigenetics. Where is it? Here it is. Let me look at it. I don't know what it's saying. Okay, epigenetic mechanisms are affected by these factors. Okay. Epigenetic factor does a thing. I get it now. Okay, thank you, N9. So basically, the DNA stays the same, but different stuff attaches to the DNA to turn it on or off, right? You can turn the blonde back on. Oh yeah, he would do that. That's pretty cool. Okay, thank you so much. Just clears it up. Thank you, N9. Okay. So that was the epigenetics part. Which is just if certain things in DNA are turned on and off, and biomarker develop. They care about the goal of biomarker development. A biomarker being something that basically a marker for something biological, right? That's basically what it means. Okay, so what's chronologic? What's chronologic aging and what's biologic aging? I feel like those are supposed to be like special terms. Chronologic. What is chronologic aging? Maybe you can get your blonde back. You don't feel like bleaching it? Who knows? Maybe. I wouldn't know. You have all the information in your DNA. Specific genes get stimulated depending on which cell is working or which environmental changes are happening. I wonder how it is that. How it is. I mean, I'm not gonna search it up because I'll get super sidetracked probably. But I do wonder how like all the stuffs because each individual DNA is this, right? How's it that all the stuff? I guess the environment makes sure that all the stuff gets turned on or off. And yeah, that makes sense. Is diabetes interesting. Is diabetes an epigenetic thing? Chronological versus biological age. Nice. This is a seems like it's a common term. Wait, what? 2023. Huh. So recent. Why so recent? Okay, chronological age is how old you are. Biological age is how aged you are. Yeah. I think that's a nice way to summarize it probably. So we want to figure out how to find the difference. We want to develop. We want to find something in the body that we can track to track years lived as opposed to like how we want to find something that can mark out how like aged you are. Wait, why does this have something to do with epigenetics? I'm so confused. 2 examples. You don't experience adrenaline rushes all the time. Second, your cells contain the same information, but not all are active. Your brain cells have the same info as the skin cells. Did I miss something? No, wait, I don't think. Yeah, they're vastly different. This is about epigenetics again, right? Okay. You're saying that in the DNA is the same across stuffs, but in different areas of the body, different things are like tagged to do different stuff to express differently. I think that's what you're saying. Yeah. Brian Johnson? Oh no, I don't know Brian Johnson. I don't know much about this topic actually. I just figured that if I had to learn something, if I had to dedicate time to something, it might as well be this. Yes? Oh, thank you for telling me. That was very, very helpful. I might as well see who Brian Johnson is before I continue. Business person, has a Wikipedia page, entrepreneur, CEO of Cornell, company creating devices for brain activity stuff, Utah. Anything else? Is this the right Brian Johnson? What's this guy doing these days? Cornell, brain stuff. Here we go, Project Blueprint. Alright, interesting. Yeah, it makes, his attempts have been met with criticism and some group. He has stated that genetics, no amount of practice. Okay. This is a controversial topic, right? Controversial topic. I mean, I hope he gets somewhere, and he's a kind person if he gets somewhere. That's my sincere hope. I wonder. Epigenetics, biomarker development. Well, let me check this real quick. Okay, so basically they're like DNA stuff. DNA stuff. That's why, and we want to see if in DNA stuff we can measure. We can measure age. We can measure age using DNA stuff, and we can measure. Can we even measure how old you are using DNA stuff? If you can't, that's like pretty big deal too, probably. I think that's a pretty big deal too. If you can't, because that would mean that age is more important than like wear and tear, I guess, is more important than like how many time you've been alive, how much time you've been alive. That's probably what it's saying. Great grandma nearing 100. Oh my god, I hope great grandma does live to 100. When I was young, we'd always say like, one say, one say, one say to like our to our old relatives to like encourage them to live longer. Link age-related environmental inputs to epigenetic signatures. What does that mean? Okay. Hi, Hal. Oh, Hal has a sister. Hal has a sister here. Have a pet, Hal. Her age is 94. I hope she keeps living to 100. It's so nice to see you, Hal. I hope you had fun with your sister. I'll be having fun with my sister later today. How old is your sister compared to you? Linkage-related environmental inputs to epigenetic signatures. No idea what this is saying. Age-related environmental inputs. Age-related environmental inputs. What's that? Like rings around the. It's an input though. What was an age-related environmental input? Diet? Diet maybe? Hormones? Must be hormones. Maybe. I'm not sure. Hey, this one's kind of important. You have a huge age gap. Who's the older one? No? You plan on not dying? There's a Mr. Sandman. No. The Sandman show where someone lives forever and it's like a grand old time. Environmental inputs to genomic stability. What the heck is it's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's something like hormones to epigenetic signatures. For now, I'll assume it that way. Yeah, and that's probably why they put it under. They probably put it under Epigenetics. Oh, hi, France the guy. Here, have a head pat, France the guy. I'll probably be here for like 50 more minutes. Let me see. So what was this again? Areas of aging research, important goals. Alright, this is about important goals. Why is this an important goal? Because I don't know, I guess it has to do with DNA. Cellular reputation and genetic deterioration after countless cycles are a very large contribution to the why we age. If you really want to track age on a micro scale, you should consider carbon dating. You always get into arguments with your buddies for saying you want to live forever. I think living forever is great, and I feel like people who say you watch people die around you aren't considering that maybe everyone should live forever. Like, what if everyone lives forever, right? Then no one's dying around you. Okay, yeah. Is that? Oh, where were we? Epigenetics, alright. Link environmental inputs to epigenetic signature. Age-related environmental inputs. Oh, wait. Okay, I need to find out what epigenetic signature is. They'll tell me what the heck this means. What is epigenetic signatures? Define epigenetic signatures. Define epigenetic signatures. Yes, with biochem, minor in public health Edu minor, so science is your forte. Oh, that is great. That's great. Please help me struggle through this because I don't understand it. I'm just here because I think it's important. There's an anime where everyone's immortal, so people have to kill others. Wait, what happened to immortality? Oh, I see. They're immortal, but they're not unkillable. Is what's going on. Epigenetic signatures. Even if you were the only one who lived forever, you still wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind either, to be honest. The epigenetic signatures are a pattern of chemical modifications to DNA and histone proteins that can influence gene expression. Please put it in normal words. Define epigenetic signatures in simple words. There. Tiny tags are marks on a DNA. Oh, okay. And tiny marks on the DNA. Yeah. Link age-related environmental. Oh, this is basically another way of saying we want to be able to mark age out using DNA stuff that has turning things on and off. What do I need? I would like a clear definition of epigenetic signatures and epigenetic signatures. Maybe like why this is a goal, but this is what I'm trying to figure out. There's various immortalities. It'd be nice if everyone were unkillable. I think people would start being better towards each other. I'd like to think that. Oh man, AI decides who dies. Why? Wouldn't it be good to just not birth new people at that point? Test small molecules that regulate enzymes controlling epigenetic events. Okay, just like no, I'll summarize it after. I'll summarize my shallow understanding after. Test small molecules that regulate enzymes controlling epigenetic events. Enzymes control DNA turn stuff on and off, and we want to see if oh, there's a thread here now. There's a thread near here. Oh. Yeah, this was I believe in people. I believe in people. Ultimately, it's because I think that humans are good. You don't want to be one of those reapers? Yeah. That makes sense, right? Because then you just like you have immunity like the police. Okay, there's a thread here now. So epigenetics is the important thing, is an important pillar, is what they're saying. DNA turn on and off is an important pillar. We want to see our primary goal using this subject is to see whether we can figure out wear and tear age, like the look of aging versus your like time alive. Also, is she studying? No, I'm not studying. This is just for fun. This is just for fun. This isn't my field even. I'm not. I can't even say I'm an authority of any kind on my own field. Because I'm just a student. I just graduated. Assuming people can stay out of each other's pants is the kind of thinking that doesn't take into account how horny people are. Why not just like, snip snip. Snip snip. I feel like that would kind of be moral to like do the snip snip. But epigenetic signatures is a theory on areas of histones that are susceptible to methylation that controls the coiling or unbinding of histones, is a theory in quotes on areas of histones that are susceptible to stuff that control coiling or unbinding. What does that mean? let me try to parse that. I'm not smart, just saying. I work hard, I spend a lot of time, but smart people work faster. Let me figure out what that means. Epigenetic signatures. There is a thing that controls coiling or unbinding of histones. Histones are important to something. Histones. What are histones? Oh my god, I have an alarm going off. Let me figure out what a histone is. How do you decide who gets the snip? Everyone gets the snip. This is a world where like you're literally killing a human being by birthing a kid. What is a histone? You can go back to the Wikipedia page. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, thank you, L9. Oh my god, thank you so much, histone. Okay. This thing is a histone marker, epigenetic factor. What the heck is the marker though? It's okay. Even if I don't figure it out, the vague feeling is there. Histones themselves are large proteins. Okay. Histone, large proteins over here. DNA inaccessible, gene active, wrapped around histones. Oh, okay. They're wrapped around these protein thingies. Epigenetics is the turning on and off, and the protein thingies are kind of important. You can make that argument of life without immortality. Really? I thought birthing babies was not supposed to kill people. Wait, what? um, I'm confused. Okay. Epigenetics. I believe in. Man. Hey, so. No, I'm not gonna go there. Epigenetics. I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah. The DNA coils around histones to save space. Simply put. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's okay. The main thrust of this argument, birthing babies and the immortality doesn't kill them if everyone's immortal. Oh no, Oriel. I was talking about the premise someone else mentioned. They were saying like how there was a uber evil AI that was like killing people whenever they birth the new baby. So either they kill the AI, I think, is more important, or they shouldn't birth babies because in that world they killed adults whenever their population quota was over due to a new baby. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. I was talking about that specifically. Yeah, because like birthing babies is kind of killing someone, because if you birth a baby, you're living with knowledge that you're killing someone. you're causing someone to get excised. I don't know, is it Sith or Scythe? Anyway, there's a thread here. Basically, they're saying they want to use DNA to figure out whether or not they can track aging. I think I can summarize it that way. And also, some important stuff is testing stuff that can I feel like this sentence is just saying we want to like test epigenetics a bit more, and then over here they're saying we want to mark aging with DNA. Yeah. All right. Do some people, did I miss something? Oh no, I didn't miss anything this time. Inflammation. I was scrolling up the chat. Inflammation. Great. I'll probably. Okay, inflammation. Differentiate. What's inflammation? I feel like I need a more clear definition of what inflammation is. You have no idea what anyone is saying? Don't worry, I kind of don't either. But maybe I should go back to what the heck we're doing at all. So previously on Powder stares at Geroscience and wonders what it is. I read like a brief history of Geroscience up to a certain date that was unspecified, because that particular article didn't really quite specify it. And in 2013, I think, or it was maybe 2014, but I think it was 2013. a bunch of people gathered together and they were like, Geroscience is kind of important, guys. Studying aging is important. And then they created the summit where they wanted to talk about geroscience in general. And inflammation should be the medical term, but I don't know what that really means, so I feel like I need to define it before I continue. That's why. All right. Yeah. So now we were just, the first paragraph was basically like, this is why it's important, and then this part that we were on is they want to define kind of what's important to aging. They want to have some clear themes to work on, and so this is the areas of aging research, and we're going through them, and what the bunch of people that gathered together decided on was important in each field, basically. Now let's see what the inflammation is. The AI wasn't. Aging. Yep. The AI wasn't evil. It just was. Also, who was killed and how was determined by the Reapers. Some are kind and only kill those who have lived long lives, and some are indiscriminate and cruel. I just wish, like, they didn't have to kill people. I wish they didn't have to kill people. Don't worry about it. I like learning about media as well. It's fun. It's cool that they have one like that. I wish they didn't have to kill people. Inflammation is a natural response of the immune system. Okay, immune response. Like my hives, like my contact hives, probably. Maybe. Why are you? Oh, hi, Lusawa. Yeah, have a pat. Why am I researching this? It's just cause. Honestly, I don't know if I can even give you a great reason, but I can give you a small reason. It's cause I figured that I'm not a researcher. Like, just FYI, I'm not a researcher. This is just kind of a hole, I guess, that I want to go down, because I feel like it's important to me to be able to understand it. Like, why is it important to me? I don't know. It's because I I guess I like feeling bad. all this attempt to make people live better lives around me, and this particular one is something that, like, aging is something that I feel like potentially matters. Don't worry. You got me. Thanks. Yeah, that's all. I think it's vaguely important. If I ever got into research in the future again, I would probably maybe want to do something related to this. So this is kind of can I even do it? I'm really bad at reading papers. Really slow. You can see from, like, here, it's not you distracting me. You distracting me is helpful because it's keeping me on the page. If I were by myself, I would have stopped here already. I would have stopped previously already. Space travel wasn't sufficiently advanced to not be limited to the resources of Earth. I see it. They wanted to maintain the possibility of birthing for the future. Trying to make the people you love live the longest possible. I don't just want the people I love live the longest possible, to be honest. I wish everyone could, not just rich people, not just, like, the people I love, not just me. I think that a healthier world would be a happier world. And that because I believe in people. Well, that's just, and maybe not everyone does feel that way. That's what I believe. You wish you could give people a little bit of your time and health, and yeah, that you sound sweet. She wants the people she hates to live as long as possible. Yeah, even the people I really don't like, I want them to live as long as possible too. What? I'm saying, like, I will say things like, I wish this person died, or I wish that person died, and I to some extent feel that way about the people who I've raised, like the person that raised me, But in the end of the day, if I really had to press a button or stuff, like when push comes to shove, I do want everyone to live as long as possible, even if I don't like them, even if we don't get along, even if they're like really mean to me. Do I enjoy science overall? Um, it's hard. I think science is very cool. I feel like there are people who actually enjoy science. I don't think I dislike it, but I feel like academia is a very harsh world. um, Imagine just giving a sick person some of your health, kind of like the movie where everyone's remaining lifetime was a currency. You seem sweet. You seem like a healer, right? uh, the, but I will say things like I wish so and so died, or like I they should die or whatever. But this is because I do live in a world where people just like up and die. If I could press a button to make everyone live longer, I would do it. Okay. Macromolecular damage. We can move on to the next. No. We're still on inflammation. They want to differentiate between adaptive and maladaptive inflammatory responses. Hmm? uh, And I think academia is hard. Academia is a very consuming world. Emrys mentioned being like a research tech. I feel like probably maybe I would consider research tech more so than actually being like a full-blown regular scientist professor kind of fella. Alright, adaptive and maladaptive inflammatory responses. Alright, need to figure out what the heck that is. what is an adaptive? What is adaptive versus maladaptive inflammatory response? What is it? France the guy. I said I graduated. Am I allowed to share what degree? Oh yeah, no problem. I shared it before you. Okay, I'll share it again. It's in electrical engineering. My degree's in electrical engineering. Means I am supposedly quantitatively inclined. Whether that is true or not is not necessarily hard to say, really. You've done field testing for military R&D? It was lame and boring. Are you going to see mom ASMRP here in the future? Here and there in the future? I will try. I will try, but I'm not 100% not 100%, I'm not 50% certain what the ideal mom is. Engineered. I feel like I don't deserve the title of nerd, to be honest. When I was in school, I was around a lot of people who really cared about a lot of things, and I thought that was so cool. But that's not me. That's not me. Still waiting for push-up ASMR. Wait, seriously? Push-up encouragement ASMR, or just the sound of breathing. Heavy breathing push-up ASMR. You can be my mom. Oh my god, how? Really? Be my mom, please. I'm always looking for more moms. That would make me happy. That's a tough degree, but amazing. You have a few CS and engineering, I guess, friends. I think engineering is okay as a degree, but as actually working on it is a bit different. You enjoy the unlisted one? Oh, so I asked someone, by the way, about the unlisted one, and they're like, there's a kind of aunt energy, and I was like, oh, never mind. So I was worried it was not mom and more auntie. That's why. I hope I don't like. So I have a weird personality in some ways. Like I'll say, like I don't want to misrepresent Geroscience. So like, I don't want them to be like too tied to me. Yeah. But I would be happy if more people cared about this because I do think it's nice. Obviously, there's so many things to care about. Yell at us to do homework and make us food. Oh, okay. Push up ASMR. Felt more like you were spoiling your firstborn. Okay. Um, I see. I don't have many like examples of moms, which is why it takes me a while because I have to like think about what makes a mom, right? I didn't really have a normal mom growing up. Your aunts are all like financial and work talk. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I've seen it. Not my. Do I have an aunt? Do I have an aunt? I'm not sure I have one. I do have a aunt-in-law. Immortality 2025. It would be nice if, it would be nice if we got to live, like if we got to see each other again in the future, way in the future. You thought my screen was all screwed up? Eh? Just notice the white text on the screen. Wait, what white text? Oops. Push-up encouragement. Okay. I guess you like both. I'll try. I'll try. I'll think about it. If I can figure out a way to do it, I'll do it. Okay. Let me figure out what this guy is saying. ChatGPT. Please give me a easier thing. In summary. Oh, there's a summary. Adaptive inflammation is beneficial and a control response. Maladaptive is excessive and harmful. Like asthma or something? You're mean. But it's still fine. Your mom was cool. She was a punk. Oh, wow. Always said you made her better. That's so nice. That's really sweet. It involves the immune system targeting harmful invaders, promoting tissue repair and restoring normal function. So, like a regular fighting off a cold, I guess. Maladaptive is excessive or prolonged, causes tissue damage, causes autoimmune disorders. Okay, so probably like maybe allergies. Allergies. Close up breathing. Okay, I can try. Yeah, Mr. GPT is my tutor. Yeah, when I was in school, towards the when ChatGPT had been out for a while, my teacher, like the TA and the teacher, literally said, if you don't know anything, like you can ask me, but you should ask ChatGPT first. Allergies? I think it would, right? Bloat Max. Oh, hi, Bloat Max. Did I miss you? Here, have a head pat in case I missed you. Okay. Inflammation. Maladaptive is bad. Yes. Let me check if maladaptive inflammation is it allergies. Is allergies maladaptive? You know what? I'll ask ChatGPT instead. Are allergies maladaptive inflammation? I feel like it should be, right? Yes, it can be considered a form of maladaptive inflammation. That's all I need to read. What about as what about couldn't be, right? I don't think so, but I'm just curious. It actually is. Okay. Interesting. For triggers. Yes, that makes sense. So yes. Do you take a mock test or do a short essay after learning the subject? Right now I'm just doing a broad overview of as much as I can because I'm trying to trying to develop interest basically, and I need vocabulary for that. So right now I'm just Well, this is my experiment to myself, actually, in a way. By reading this, can I develop an interest enough that stuff like maladaptive inflammatory response and whatever just enters into my head and I'm not so slow when reading papers? The thing about ChatGPT is current students really be relying on it 100% copy paste. Oh, yeah. It was a coding homework. So if they copy pasted it, and it was very like annoying coding homework. I think it was on reinforcement learning or something. I don't know. I don't remember any of it, by the way. This is why I don't have a job. So I did try actually copy pasting things, but in the end I needed to modify it a lot because it just didn't work because it was too much. Are allergies connected to aging? Who knows? Maybe. Yeah. So you're not even interested? This is something that okay. So interest for me is tends to be fleeting. This is a problem I've always had. Like, I am not a nerd. I respect nerds. I think nerds are really cool, but I am not that kind of person. So, what do I do when I want to like look at a subject, right? Usually I'm going to give up. Because it is hard. There's like I think I am looking at this because I feel this like I feel a need to understand what's going on here. Unfortunately, I'm not a nerd. Unfortunately, it is extremely difficult for me to actually get through this kind of stuff. And that is why I'm trying to go through this here, because by having you guys to talk to on the side, I'm forced to like stay stuck to the screen. That is what is going on. It's whether like I'm interested in something or not. This is me trying to develop like a more intense interest, but again, it is hard because I'm not like an actual nerd. Nerds are so cool. They can like go down rabbit holes like it's nothing. Define age-related. My attention span is not the best, especially when things are hard. So we're your study therapy group? Yes, you're both my study group and my therapy group. Thank you for being here. This is my attempt. If I fail, then I fail. Define age. So they want to find the difference between two different inflammatory responses. This is just generally about inflammation. I think now they get to why. Define age-related inflammatory sources and their systemic effects. Okay, now they want to link inflammation to age, basically, and also see like what else happens with it. And they also want to determine. Oh, interesting. How did obesity get here? Your allergies got better as you grew up. Wow, so cool. Determine how obesity and metabolic function. Maybe you need more lab tech pictures. Oh yeah. By the way, I really appreciate your lab tech pictures. If I weren't so sleepy, I'd be looking at. I'd be thinking harder about it. Determine how obesity and metabolic dysfunction alter inflammation with age. How obesity and metabolic obesity I understand. What is metabolic dysfunction? Origin. Oh, hi, fact. I remember you from a long time ago. How about that? Hydrate. I haven't been sleeping a lot this past week. Let me drink some water. 50 squats. Please. I'm gonna have to go soon. Are you asking about my name, fact, or are you asking about someone else's name? Yeah. Thank you. It makes me very happy. Metabolic syndrome, especially since it's hard for me to reach out to people personally. Thank you. What are metabolic disorders? a cluster of conditions that increase risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Have you not? Yeah, I haven't slept much because I've been like packing boxes, being a focus buddy, um, and like despite all this, I'm still here because this is also my therapy. um, what are you reading about? Yeah, it's like almost 3 a.m. here. We're reading about aging and the new field, the relatively new field. It's 10 years old or so. Maybe a little older, of geroscience. Don't worry. Next week might be better. Focus buddy. So some people, kind of, you guys are a little bit my focus buddy right now. But basically, some people have a really hard time, like, working on say their homework, right? And for whatever reason, having someone next to them, not like even interacting with them, not like even interacting with them, having someone next to them helps them like stay on task or at least like have their homework open so that they can keep looking at it. That's right. I should mention I have a partner. In case that like matters a lot to you, so I can drive you away so we don't hurt each other. But anyway, so um, my partner is currently doing homework. Not now, but like is in the process of doing homework, but has a lot of trouble focusing. So it helps for me to like be there, just as a kind of just kind of as a nag. That's how it is for your wife. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You always BS in our summarize info. It's a paper, so it's like a very important paper. It's like a big project paper. Rare for you, you're a little scatterbrained, and she keeps you focused. That makes sense. You need a focus. Ready? Oh wait, Radley. Oh, did I see you before? Oh, either way, I'll say hi and give you a hi, Radley. Uh, for me, I've never had a focus buddy, and I don't think I've necessarily needed one. But it's like a similar thing, I think, a little bit, less effective, similar to uh, putting music on, I guess, on a loop. Yeah, like a dog. You've always summarized yes favorite. The fact that you can't is pretty cool. You gave up on school, now your lowest grade is 93. That's a really good grade. Oh, hi Joshua. Here, have a headset. I'll be here for like approximately another 14 minutes. I think I'm hardworking. I think I'm hardworking. As for intelligence, that's a separate question. Define age-related inflammatory sources and their systemic effects. Oh yes, they want to link inflammation to age. Determine how obesity and stuff that affects obesity and other conditions alter inflammation with age. I wonder why this one. This is oddly specific to me. Yeah. Interesting. Why is that here? What does this have to do? These are important topics, is why. And they want to link it to age. I see. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Today was a day, so you're not good for typing? You're that one student you see asleep under a desk or table. If it works, it works. It's not like school is what matters. I would know since I was pretty good in school, but not very good out of it. Macromolecular damage. Let me drink some more water. Yeah, school matters a little bit, but it's not the end all be all. When the metabolism lowers when you age. Oh, metabolic dysfunction. I searched a metabolic dysfunction, by the way, and I'm not totally sure what it is. You'll rummage through supply chests, like after you. Yeah. I've seen that. Alright, let's search up on ChatGPT what metabolic dysfunction is. It's really bad in 7 days when the 7th day is a huge event. You're going to go now? Okay. I will try to get some sleep. Thank you. Have a good breakfast, Emrys. Have a good breakfast. Oh, do you work on Saturdays? Let me see. Let me define this word. Define this metabolic dysfunction. All right. Insulin. It's something that can manifest in multiple ways. It refers to abnormalities or disturbances in the body's metabolism, and this happens to some important manifestations of it is diabetic stuff, problems with the heart, obesity, yeah, and a whole bunch of issues. Yeah, I think, and I guess these are a bunch of issues that are really important, and they want to link it with age. Yeah, maybe. And it would be important if they linked it with age. I'm gonna guess this is why this is an oddly specific sentence. I wish we could all meet up. Oh, that'd be cool. It's cool. 2 in the morning. You're finally going to bed. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you have to. You have to get up on time. Oh, good night then. Good night. Have a good sleep. Oh, what is metabolism? Metabolism. You know what? I just realized I don't actually know what it means. What is metabolism really? Yeah. What is metabolism? Metabolism is the complex set of chemical reactions that occur within living organisms to sustain life. It's essentially the process by which the body converts food into energy. Why does metabolism relate to aging research? This is a specific question because I'm kind of confused. Like, a little confused. Calorie restriction and longevity. Interesting. Metabolism intersects from various aspects of aging. Okay, sure. If you think about it, staying up really late is just waking up really, really early, so I sleep. Yeah, that's what an all-nighter is. Metabolism slows down as you age. I think it was because I didn't know what metabolism is. Wait, what is metabolism? What is metabolism? Put simply. Yeah. Just so I can get like a more clear definition because I'm kind of confused. It's a process that turns the food you eat into energy. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. I get it now. Thank you. What I was confused about was like what the heck metabolism really was and what it means to slow down. Basically, this conversion process. Great. Okay, so we know that it's related with age is what they're saying, and we want to see, I guess, alter inflammation with age. So we want to see how this affects inflammation. We want to tie these things together, I guess. Probably. Metabolism is all the chemical processes in your body in general. Oh, okay, thank you. Well, that makes sense. So they want to determine like a whole bunch of important processes and how they change inflammation with age. Why inflammation specifically? Age-related inflammatory sources. Alright, basically, they've already seen something about inflammation with age, is probably what happened, and therefore they want to more concretely tie it. Probably. What was that one thumbnail about? What one thumbnail? Wait, what thumbnail? Oh my god, hi Clover. Nice to see you. Here. The one about saliva. Are you talking about the ASMR? The fake ASMR but roleplay. Here, have a head back, Clover. It's nice to see you. What time is it over in Russia? You're finally quick enough to get into the stream. I'll be here for approximately like 7-8-ish minutes. The bubble tea one, right? I think it was bubble tea. Yeah, it was just it wasn't that. It wasn't anything like weird. It was just. I was just teasing about like sharing the same straw. That's all. I think that's what you're talking about. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what that was. I'm getting very sleepy, but ASMR is real to me. Oh, really? I'm glad. I don't personally get it, ASMR effects. That's why I don't know, and that's why I like put them in quotes. It's 10:04 right now. Oh, okay, so it's nighttime. It's no, it's morning. It's morning. Wait, is it morning or is it nighttime? Are you reading this for fun or college or something else? This is for fun or for something else. Basically, this is a topic that I want to develop an interest in, but if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm not like a real nerd. So it is very difficult for me to actually go down rabbit holes. Oh, you enjoy it? That makes me really happy. You're going to make eggs and sleep. Oh, have nice eggs and have a good night. Sweet dreams. I hope you dream of nice things. It's morning. Ah, good morning then, Clover. Good morning. You know, the reason why I say I'm not a nerd is because I went to school with people who were like real nerds. Alright, the next pillar is macromolecular damage. Those facts are more like sharing those facts are more like sharing stuff among like friends, I guess. Sharing stuff with like people. We're not going too deep in it. Macromolecular damage. Ooh, what is that? Big molecule damage. What does it exactly mean? What is macromolecular damage in simple terms? Cup a cup? Cup a cup? You respect my non-nerdiness. I mean, it seems like I know it seems like I'm nerdy, but I feel like I don't deserve the title. Macromolecular damage refers to harm or alterations that occur in large molecules, such as proteins, DNA, and lipids. Alright, so what's a micromolecular? What is a micromolecular damage? Is there a micromolecular damage then? ChatGPT says, while micromolecular damage isn't commonly used, you can say it's for small molecules that can cause damage to smaller molecules. Whatever. In the end, what's important is it causes damage to DNA, lipids, and proteins. It seems like others using ChatGPT as a study. Yeah. What are the most common types of micromolecular damage? Alright, let me copy paste that in. Here we go. Let's see how ChatGPT will answer. The most common types are it's kind of unfortunate. Maybe oxidative damage because they mentioned proteins and stuff, and DNA is in the other one too. Maybe they mean like specific sections of DNA. Maybe. Alright, so macromolecular damage generates systems level understanding of the types of macromolecular damage and their roles in chronic disease states. What does that mean? Systems level understanding of, we want to group different types of macromolecular damage into, and we want to connect them to chronic disease states, different stages maybe of chronic disease. Not sure, but it seems like they're saying basically we want to examine this further and group them. And in addition, what the heck is this? Stochastic damage? What is stochastic damage? Simple terms. Micromolecular is when damage occurs to building block chemicals at their elemental form, versus macro is large moleculars like like lipids, amino acids, and large building blocks of cells. Okay. So macro is Lipids, amino acids, protein stuff, and micromolecular is going smaller than that. If you don't eat fruits, you get more oxidative stress. Ah, wow, I need to eat more fruits. What's stochastic damage? What is stochastic damage? It refers to random chance events that cause damage to biological molecules. Okay, random error stuff. Easy fix, drink coffee. I wish drinking coffee would actually affect me. Sadly, when I drink coffee, nothing seems to happen. Like, I don't get any more awake, or sometimes I even get more sleepy, but I don't usually get any more awake. It's hard. Sometimes I do get a teeny bit more awake, I think. It's hard to tell. It's like, never know what's gonna happen when I drink coffee. Understand how random damage influences how the variability of aging, how aging occurs differently in people, I guess. Anyway, the focus is on damage, and they want to see how damage aging effects is influenced by damage. And where's the definition of aging? They haven't defined aging. Interesting. That's alright. And their roles in chronic disease states. What does that mean? Generate systems level understanding and their roles in chronic disease state. Whatever, they want to group macromolecular damage, and they also want to make sure to tie it to aging is what's important. As someone that has moderate information and understanding of fields of myriad of topics, fields of studies, traits, and actual practical experience and a bunch of stuff, nerds are curious and willing to read. I think the willingness to read is what I'm trying to develop here. Willingness to read difficult things like this. Caffeine tolerance is a bit individual, but it's also highly dependent on a person's sleep and sleep-related hormones. For whatever reason, I've never experienced, like, a feeling of energy after drinking coffee. Like, not even my first time of drinking it. I don't know why that is. Metabolism. Before we were talking about inflammation. Now we're talking about metabolism. And now I understand why it's here, because you told me that metabolism was related to what? Related to aging, because it slows as you age, you said. Thank you for that. Defining aging's kind of hard. Yeah, it is hard, right? I want to know what their definition of aging is. Reading technical papers versus reading fiction. Gonna be you. Reading fictions in the end is the most fun. Wonder if the resistance to caffeine is related to my eyes. Interesting. If so, that'd be interesting. You like tea more? I like tea more too, because tea tastes less bitter. Fellow non-caffeine affected. Cocoa? Where's Coco? Or Coco? I'm confused though. What do you mean, Coco? Define metabolism. They want to define role of signal. I remember though how you mentioned that you were also not affected by caffeine. Define the role of signal transduction pathways linked to metabolism in the aging process. I think I might have to stop here so that maybe I can fit some. Can I fit sleep in? I might be able to fit like 30 minutes of sleep in or so. Also, I think I'm getting extremely sleepy. My eyes aren't keeping up. What a cocoa is? Are you talking about hot chocolate? Hot chocolate? I remember I drank like 2 bottles of Monster, 2 cans of Monster, and it didn't do anything for me, so that was kind of sad. Let me see. Matter of fact, you knew this girl who drank coffee to sleep too, and she had some kind of visual snow. Oh, Interesting. Maybe there's something about that. You're about to crash while spending time with your sister. Don't worry. Yeah. I'm a more pleasant person. Now, it's not just my sister that's gonna be there. It's also gonna be my mom and my other mom. And my mom's not the nicest person, so I'm honestly kind of scared. I'm gonna be hiding behind my sister the entire time. I don't want to be told again that if I die, they don't care. It was my fault though. I asked them, hey, would you care if I die? And they were like, no. I'm zen about it. And I was like, oh, good to know. Thanks for telling me. I love you, mom. Yeah. So yeah, I drank it for the taste. ADHD. I've never been diagnosed with anything. So yeah. Also, like I really want to meet my sister, but I'm kind of scared. I'm scared about the other people who are coming along. You care, ah. That makes me really happy. I'm always happy that more people care. um. Stimulant and depressant effects on the body frequently have the opposite effect on individuals with ADHD and ADD or other neurological conditions. Caffeine being a stimulant but makes people sleepy. Well, I don't know. Maybe I have like some neurodivergency, but if I do, I have no idea. What time are you going tomorrow? I'll be like going in 2 hours because she lives a bit away, so I need to go travel there. It's okay. I'll go sleep on my sister or something. She'll let me do that, right? I hope she'll let me sleep on her lap. If you have too much caffeine, you don't get the usual cold sweats when it doesn't energize you. Oh yeah, I get panicky if I eat too much caffeine. But yeah, I don't get energy either. Well, Misty, and by the way, I didn't mean to trauma dump or anything. This was just something that happened recently, that's all. Oh, thanks for the well wishes. I should probably be going, so don't do dumb stuff. Okay. I won't do dumb stuff. um. Anyway, it was really nice seeing all of you. Alright now, I guess this is goodbye. I should probably wait a couple seconds longer because it seems like there's a lag. So when